this is the scene at the cricket nets where, yeah. Well, it was the idea we talked about was that there's a sort of that's Richard's attempt to re-inhabit the character that he was. So he goes to be with these younger kids who he knows idolize him, and therefore he gets to relive that sense of himself that he had before this event. And what he does then is something that he would never have done previously, where he's pretty protective over Sophie, and yet he allows himself to kind of, to take advantage of that. And it seemed right. And I mean, in a way, all of the things that happen to Richard in the film are modulations on very ordinary things that kids of that age would do, like have an appropriate encounter like that, or get into a fight at a party. But it's just that they're charged in the context of what's happening in the film in a different way. So, and it felt very true. I mean, a lot of the things that happened in the film came out of conversations that we had in the long process of workshopping, and people did talk about revisiting haunts that they would have gone to a year or two before, of just that kind of that strange phase when you're in your late teens where you're kind of half adult and half kid, and that's where that story came from. I should also say that Paddy Gibson, who plays Jake in the film, should just give a big shout out to. He's there.
There he is.
We have time for one more question. Yeah, back there.
How intentional was the theme of water? Dives into the ocean, he asks for a bottled water instead of a beer at a beer party. The father chugs a glass, and in the very last scene, he only takes a sip of the water. Is that intentional, and should that make up for it?
No, it's not intentional, but I should say it is, because you should always take credit for anything that anybody feels is woven deeply into your film. But no, things do emerge in the film, and strangely enough, they seem to gather around things. I mean, actually, the fact that the original idea of shooting, the original story is much bigger in the sense that you see the kids in school or sports matches, and we condensed it down into much more of a chamber piece, and came up with the idea of featuring the beach house location, so water then became a big part of it. And but no, not intentionally, but it's something that people have noted.
Great, that's all we have